Bechem United, I think the results of the week. Ho United are. Omo de money HM Bechem Nana Fusuji Abo Park. No mo kwose Bechem United by 2-0. Omo enya penalty grab boss no. Omo nya penalty boss no. Ena Bechem enso ebebo penalty essay no. Very very interesting game. Ena e course so ewo Nana Fusuji Abo Park. So Bechem etrefie alusu that particular game eno ehun nsem no enso eye bebrebe. They lost that particular game. Eno eye said ye ehun nsem no enso esi etie ye de ehun nsem no ede ema. Now yanko to Brekum Chelsea one Samates ebo 0-0. Brekum Chelsea ni Samates game ended 0-0. Bibiani Gold Stars Aduana Stars by goal to nil. Pando out of Lions and Karela ebo 0-0. Baseke Holy Stars. Baseke Holy Stars. One Echi Nations FC. Esham by 2-0. By a goal to nil, sorry. Swedro All Blacks Young Apostles 0-0. Asante Kotoko. Any Medeama. Game no. And 2-2. And so game and 2-2. And so Kaisa Enra had to folk ewini by a goal to nil. Nyame adoma game back over so Monday. Eno 11 wonders. Any dreams, right? Omo game Monday. Na ye the games nyina akwa. Now you share the league standings. Said ye esi etie sisi aye kasa yi. Said ye standings no. Esi etie. Aduana Stars after losing are still on top 23. Medeama after drawing with Kotoko 23. Then Heart of Lions about draw also 23. Bibiani Gold Stars 22 otoso 9. Enum Asante Kotoko 21. And Heart of Folk tosu nsia 21. Ofa Samatesa otoso and so Samateso 18 points. Karela toso 17 points. Young Apostles toso and Kuno 16 points. Ho United toso do 14 points. Vision toso do bako 14 points. Nations toso do mienu 13 points. Swedro All Blacks toso do miensa 12 points. Brekum Chelsea toso do 9 12 points. Holy Stars etoso edunum 12 points. Dreams etoso dunsia 11 points. Bechem toso dunso 10 points. And 11 wonders. And Ikatwa toso dunwache one just 3 points. Ghana Premier League. We're top scorers charter. Say and also at your top scorers chart. Ghana Premier League. Menoka say Samuel Atakumi equals 7 goals. Samuel Atakumi equals 7 goals. Samuel Atakumi one 7 goals for Ghana Premier League. Emmanuel Ano 6. Emmanuel Mafu 6. Opoku Richmond 5. Keneboa Prince 5. Bright Ege 4. And Ben Efsinum Michael Efsinum 4. Etwa so enso Sa Pepe and ehon ensam no. Etia de ehon ensam ede ema yen ahwefo no dwumadi so. Sei Pepe and dwumadi no enso eko. Now next week fixtures. Mariam Fanjo the teams ribi. Ebebo FA Cup nyame adoma Wednesday Kotoko ebebo club and the Future Stars. Initially no say ebeba so ejo so ba matesa fe there. Omo de Baba Sports Stadium. Hats folk so ewo Pobiman ebebo. Nyame adoma next weekend. Aduana Stars ebebo was Holy Stars. Dreams ebebo bechem 11 wonders so draw All Blacks. Ho United host Asante Kotoko. And it will be a festival ho. Okay sir. Oh, in a about friendly game 2 seasons ago. Na a festival. Jean-Peter Ameu, I don't know, the owner of the club, former member of parliament at my constituency, or science a former minister for railways, or a supporter. Karela has a folk, our Tamale has a game kobo. Medeama ebo Brekum Chelsea, our Takwa Nations, ebo Heart of Lions, Samates Bibiani Gold Stars, and Vision Young Apostles. And next weekend so games and I want some etia yete ema yen ahwefo no Kabiru Mohammed ewa Kabiru se boko de
na me adun pepe bia boko
bibia boko Kabiru yen so se fi Hatfok game or born enra phobia. We have said it that the reason they are not picking more points is that they are not scoring because defense is the only problem. Solomon Agbesi 3 games 3 clean sheets.
Yes.
Enra has managed and scored 1 and he won them the 3 points. Enra Hatfok back to winning ways after 3 games and no more winning, has ever been winning here.
Pepe me that say Endra the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. I can say as a folk they were lucky yesterday because Endra share game now so the kind of football na team my friend no I vision for bona Pepe na anka mo striker ba kwa na say Spain player win him wa na anka so musi across folk Endra especially in the first half na we share across folk midfield na ya branch friend Abdul Karim Hussein and Rafael Ponsa. What anasa adia team my friend vision Eddie bro across book in the midfield they say anytime be more control game and no lose ball no bia no with the aggression as a ball no mo lose ball no bia under 1 minute under 30 seconds not must have from as a ball no and it became a problem for our across book yesterday and vision kran omo dominate play as omo bobo ni na in the second half and a coach I friend Didi Dramani the Abrante friend Kosi Asma e be share in film for physicality sake nti odini ba mu no you say game na asesama Asante Madima across the folk even though visions omo continue create those chances no this time around omo use omo laterals no omo create those chances and at a point in time be between visions any go to my friend Solomon Agbesi and there was 3 fantastic saves bia na me hu say enye on na po no ma aka na be very difficult to mark across the folk but go na across the folk share no ano na e go bia na e avoidable because baby ana ma oli wa ugina or heady ball no share po no mu now we in between 5 vision players now we have 5 and we ugina us obia mark no onu nkwan na gina ho and a ball na by free header and opem share which me hu say and the counting na vision this season we win away game no 6 away games ni nyina they are to win a game and we share the kind of performance our man na that petty mistakes na no mo and no they be a cost omo and last week omo tin football against Heart of Lions see your game no and this week against Across the Folk we had the kind of mistakes are mo we chi on na and no elude them because even in the first half no mo dominating game no has the Folk anya counter attack instance me ni na be to Abante fe no ma oli wa yunsem ni na ba na obobo na ato atwene until say oya that goal no edema obo no and a very good demand Across the Folk we the kind of backlash about Across the Folk so na nsinya the last 300 minutes am boy na omo share goal and the say end omo share you know and omaba University of Ghana Sports Stadium omaba yen go and coincidentally last season omo share Vision FC no na the same venue na the same player na so na say ma omo Mauli wa na share against Vision last season edema Across the Folk 1-0 omo winning the tier Vision and Endran so has Folk no mo here go and omo meet the same Vision FC with the same venue and Abrante friend Mauli wa yo and I was aba to the rescue of Across the Folk into Enra omo share Across the Folk actually a winning a game and at long last omo share go in a game you hope say this win ebe bring back the confidence no because the team like Across the Folk untimi nko more than 300 minutes of football na win share go yamfasa embo league because Ocean League na ebona omo pre league no ohwe bia numbers no was has even though say omo concede but essence omo share no omo da form essence omo share no omo da 4 5th and here has a football no so they have to score a lot and Ocean ball na pepe ball no mo no akwa say they create but they can't score and Endra essence be me only say most of the times players no do 18-yard box no more I'm preparing doors too much instead say omo be take your time benya abotre na wa direction in the right position e dey ball na to net no as a team bia odu ball ni bia o say omo push shot say odu ball ni bia as they are in a haste to score and I don't understand why if you Endra Abrante afen abrodu ko be mu in the second half no onya one ball bia na ka me hunu say ball in na go say abrodu ko nya abotre dey ball to net mu but na no po obobo na ball na afa ba no so and akoya de bia e hardwin Endra na me te say na obusa say o na o ka say enye tem bia na player ansha o say the pressure no eti coach so there be because coach ndi any say abo make sure say anytime be a chance creation a follow bone.
And you see sequence, you see pattern. Once coach a team creative partner, a creative chance. No.
Yes.
Abradu kunya sabo in our fan tonight. The end of it, my ref.
Very worrying. And who say we in Syria blame the coach on Eba. Yes, because on the easy target.
You're funny. The Biamica as a goalkeeper.
Yes.
Defenders, your mistakes never consider.
When every
one are the unconfirmed Kaiser and your fault. But about 15 games, you know, can you know, oh, keep an eye on consistency. Nothing will be a bit so, but could be a way forth, but could be unkaya. So that is one thing. And I'm not one thing not surprised about the jerseys now.
Yes. 2
teams in the share. Yes. Match commission center referee allows some for money. And then you viewer friendly, who shall
maintain you because now because match commissioner there. Then you call pre-match.
Yeah,
pre-match will be a submitted Jesus I will use you. Into a honor no. Kuma you go in massive because in the second half we say second half all my vision is HNG HN home JC.
I did in the first half no. Yeah, be say game as one yana sabi.
Mentia say
born I but mu nyina mu nim say has colors no. Yellow ni ade wo mu. We mu so akoche JC a Benz are colors no. Na ya dey bo game and unim na wohwe game no from senyasa camera na be pick close shot.
Yes.
If you actually there who defense bia o.
They just say who has a who nim mo personally.
Oh. Yem free has there no so. Yamna Asante Kotoko. You watched 90 minutes of interesting football. Drawn game first half completely dominated by Medeama. They could have scored 5 if they wanted to.
Yes.
Second half Kotoko could have scored 5 if they wanted to because none of the Kotoko game. Very, very interesting game and a course.
And there you witness one of the best, and I say the best game so far in the Ghana Premier League.
I agree with you. Me, I am the best
game
so far
in the Ghana Premier League in terms of tactics, in terms of play, possession, aggressiveness. We behind our game and game no people shall say no. Game the very first thing to share game na say Asante Kotoko. Shall say a press and omo press a branch of friends Selim Adams. E lose ball no. E wo omo half. Asante Kotoko PK ball no. Kwame Puku PK ball but omo intima make good use of that ball. And a ball no say na team my friend Medeama recover. And Medeama after that instant no. Medeama back into the game so well. They started controlling proceedings for the play so. They created a lot of proceedings. Omo creative until say omo ya that goal and go no. Ebeka game na say me can say the entire the Desmond eba for a game here because of an attacking instinct.
Yeah.
Yes, because of an attacking instinct na ordino eba game. And we shall go now Asante team and Medeama share first go now. In have been say a bunch of friend Lord Amwa oba na nim and oba nim obe lose bon tuma abafo and abafo and a bunch of friend Kevin Kuma exchange pass and a Kevin Kuma so na a bunch of friend o Salam exchange and a eba Kevin Kuma hopium and o yes say o boy see Abdul Salam anim and an interception no abranche a friend no ansu sorry Zakaria Fuseni wanya boni ye you cover very difficult demand nti abranche a friend no Kevin Kuma ide bono ma Salam no that trivial pass no it was me say na man as a very surprised man because him say striker there he will aim to shoot but that trivial no onyano spot on and ebe two abante afi no Derek Fojo onu nko agina free obia aniwo and that ball space na that moment no na menti ase you know said that ball na it was a beauty but na obi adwuma say say o man space no because winger and we cut in only na move as a left back a responsibility say we make sure say winger movement better movement and me can say be say omo train now omo ini hono no omo rotate a lot omo make a lot of movement just say them be left back and right back no we keep an eye on them which unfortunately Abanta friend Joseph Amma when team keep an eye on Abanta friend Derek Fojo and Fojo the ball net.
I think that the sequence of that goal no
yes
you rightly said it in your before I ever call game no your pre-match analysis one say Lord Amwa eko bebria
yes
God will be punished and in fact Lord Sabo no akọ.
Yes.
How could started with that intensity pressing them?
Yes.
Now I just Zito, ebe yen kaka because I under strength. But could started with pressing, high pressing. Yes. Pressing pana could started. And Lord Ekoya Unyama born ABC nechi. And the two laterals as we discussed, normal committee on.
Yes.
And a bono ever taught them. And the finishing from the Fojo super. Also, your players cross the base here. Normally, o send the corner a tasha dance out because na goalkeeper. abe cover first pole no to cover first pole na ti say o hwe camera o koto say na obu koto no hwe na because na atwini mu and a ball no ekoto and that was a good goal from
very good goal
Derek Fojo
very good goal Derek Fojo and after that goal no and Medeama start the almost sound to Asante Kotoko pass with the help of a bunch of friend Prince Usu. That boy is a gem. The way I know control game no with the movement, with the tense, and I said about 10 no. He became a very tough customer for Asante Kotoko in the midfield and he who say in the first half midfield no. Now we Jewa na as a person oye bibia. You ensure that who Lord Elijah that will be brave because he was chasing the balls. He was running, and who shared the kind of midfielder team my friend Medeama the buy and Nena. Now, and one was away because now I was say or making sure we close a lot of spaces. Yes, I want to be harm. But in the second half, coach my friend Karim Zito, at the intensity now share game Nasino, as I the second half no more.
Yeah.
But in the second half no, me name dear coach my friend no Ibrahim Tonko, or catch any players no. We say even in the second half, first half, baby, you know, intensity, they were a bit relaxed, relaxed, kakra. Asante Kotoko pushing the first half to get an one goal club by Omania, and to say a co break in the Bayern, your co break Bayern, you know, the kind of intensity Asante Kotoko at the Bayern game.
And Medeama has switched off completely.
Sure.
Completely.
Sure.
Almost shut it down.
Sure. And the coach knows Asante Kotoko Bayern game. Oh, yeah, changes and of saying the team no cry. We say, oh, yeah, a bunch of friend Prince Uso no. I never understood that change. Or in the film now, they Henry Yako by. He never say Henry Yako a good player, but the kind of game a bunch of friend Prince Uso and Nano. Now you are branch to be a so say Medeama attack here. I won't say a true a bunch of friend Prince Uso. Until then, the entire uniform and uniform was saying a branch of friend that for Joseph Fimo.
Yeah,
and I was saying Nana Kosi Babe by. Nana Kosi Babe a very good player, but the Frederick Beberno. One team fan bro. Until pressure ni na kogu Kevin Kruman so. Until very easy for Asante Kotoko to play him out. Until you second half na Kevin Kruman be a mere passenger in the game. Because onon kwa na opposite threat no. Mfimfi no akwaya branch afen Fuzi Taylor any Salim Adams on kwa they can create said the now branch afen Prince Usu and the likes of the Fojo woman no operating. Until second half you said who the influence of branch afen Salam and Kevin Kruman and because of changes now coach here, which Asante Kotoko make good use of that. They took advantage of that and more punish team my friend Medeama with the help of Abranche my friend Inusa. Inusa a fantastic game and ever since Obi Pima Asante Kotoko no so far and then winning the best game.
The best game we had the best
in the league
game, no best game.
Because I agree with you. Abranche my friend Desmond Bafo ne can say or very good attacking but defensively no very poor. Into your share game na say na who say Abranche fen Inusa aye no hodwuma pa ye until say odinya knock o piefi mu Abranche fen Poyabu a enim so on there were defensive oriented or a very good solid or a solid defender oba game mu the first tackle and I said the first 1v1 against Inusa otimi yibo ni fi Inusa nsem but the following and I said subsequent ones in Inusa ye bibi anytime Inusa the ball ni bia Inusa the ball na to on favorite foot the ma Abranche fen Poyabu it's very difficult the map Poyabu. Anytime be always or cartoon or something naba. Now very difficult. Poyabu and Timmy and Mofi. And we that go now. Asante Kotoko, I share that first go now. The same Poyabu and Inusa yen Hojuma. And all the one by inside. And over inside intelligently or a cut back no. Players be brace abon or best or crossable no. But or that cut back no. And a born but to Abranche fen Amidu Aka. And that power now will born in chino. Never very difficult. They any goalkeeper. So be who be. And Pepe. And then me be from Asante Kotoko, meantime from Ghanaian teams. That intensity and that and sir never see that spirit. We say bon never be no. And many teams are the kind of defending and Medeama defending no. And they are no mudile no. Be Brianka omobe I say omobe te omo e nusu kakra. But Asante Kotoko kept pushing.
You could see that right from the 46 minutes referee. And started playing. Yes. Almost high intensity in the by and almost boku say almost finding equalizer. In fact, almost finding equalizer. Because no matter still they can win because they were still pushing.
Yes. And ne, who say you can Medeama said almost conceded set piece, and we are 7 to go conceded this season, and 4 from set piece. Avenue be who say was a coach, you know, or young hold my pan because who was center backs or more, or Jacob Mensah or Wapan, a very good a bunch of mobile exclusive or so or a very good animal. In the minimum, the I say anytime Bia or concede Bia, I say most of goods are considering set piece. I haven't been ourselves because yes, sir. Teams able to take advantage of it, and teams take advantage of it. On be had to my friend Medeama, but who can you now my people? And we witness a very wonderful game, and you witness a very solid game from both teams. Me who say coach our friend Ibrahim Tanku on the hard team my friend Medeama. No disrespect to coach our friend Karim to any Asante Kotoko, Ejuma Moye, but me who say the kind of intensity Medeama they share game na see Abraham Munya go no, or maintain this intensity na nanka game we. On board rank the win be free Kumasi Akotako, but intensity or intensity so and Asante Kotoko omu grow into the game, omu grow confident, and Asante Kotoko is to the advantage on one other point.
That's a game of 2 halves. They said you Kotoko first half.
Yes.
Now omu ehun nimuno. Ebi Akotoko so the dominate ya na coach ehun so, but I think that time Akotoko dominate na so devise a system.
Yes.
To stop Kotoko from playing because enya kwampoku balls are no pimpim fan China e bia Kotoko she bibiri kra e was second half
and me no ya adwin because some time ori abanje feno e fuzi tele film no na player na me expect o de be game good news jakpaso nye ma no manti nye ma no manti because Nancy recently nye ne kra o started the fojo na de bia good news jakpaso na ebo and say good news jakpaso any fuzi tele and Selim Adams bo who say midfield near balance midfield
jakpaso everything from 8 to 10
bibia obi o
bet my yes adwuma ni nyina ma na pressure ba so a oba be ka nkoba be ka Salim
yes
no ma form central midfield of
Ntankomo
protect ya boss into me Emma Bibre.
But meaning the Audi Mante by and me now seeing Mr. Mante or yini kakra into the kind of energy I hear at that time no because Asante Kotoko was dominating into we energy to win those balls against them and Selim is now abre so Selim be very aggressive to win will be our this new energy but be can feel one no but the coach got it wrong or the Manuel Mante mum nearby as an argument say or the Manteba now the experience about continue game no but one yana right Asante Kotoko on the other hand and make good use of those mistakes are coach Afeno Mtenko no and omuya into the advantage Asante Kotoko another 1 point in the PP
right Ghana Premier League and eguso ayehwe yawie has yaba Kotoko league leaders Aduana Stars drop all 3 points to Bibiani Gold Stars or Dance Park Gold Stars that resource at the Omu Asan Abejina Babia, they are still part of the top 4. 80 we have points now. Aduana Stars 23. Ubenya Medeama 23. Heart of Lions 23. Gold Stars 22. Asante Kotoko 21. Hearts of Folk 21. 80 a free first. Ebabesi the 6th position. No? 2 points and a separate the first 6 teams. Ewo your league. And clearly, it shows but Aduana equals to Bibiani Gold Stars and Aduana even though they are still on top now only lead no more absolute lead no 23
Pepe on say game no before game na yina him say game ye game bia a bed in the team my friend Aduana Stars pan we hear the kind of quality Aduana won omum bro team my friend Bibiani Gold Stars there be omum bro so Gold Stars o man shazi intia and on Manchester ebe how because of Africa now born but ebano in terms of quality no munye team am bro team my friend Medeama omo boot team my friend Gold Stars and now mo kwa away e Dance Park now there's no way team my friend Bibiani Gold Stars betina fi am team my friend Aduana abe show mo and this game now I expected this way I mean him say then team my friend Gold Stars ebe show because of the kind of quality and Gold Stars and the bragging right Gold Stars team bia omo hu ni say they still have what it takes to compete in the Ghana Premier League. Even though say Africa no, but we the kind of signings any players are ranks or team now. This is now. That's so quality. I mean, who say they can still fight for the league and we a statement to win, baby. Because only will be our that first neighbor. Okay, baby, na Gold Stars said that before this game, and baby goes better after this game. It just say. They are aiming for the ultimate. Home person Muji League and way a statement to win. Open Saudi League now. Unkofo na ono mo pray no. ochina na wahye no because nya nim say Go Stars any Aduana ewo Doma Park no it will be very difficult.
Yeah.
Nti baby a wo nsa da ne so wo fie no hye no wo hye na eduru ho a map up strategy a obetimi neutralizing the strength no na wanya draw bi na wo da be ka wo de no sa na nations here Go Stars here last season otimi DJ league no so this season wo hye akesefo no e wo ne fie na obetimi abo na obo ne ya I think say very good for team my friend no be no Go Stars say and omonya win e dey tier team my friend Aduana Stars pepe their team bia I see them giving Ubia Obeji League be a good run for their money.
Okay.
Because normal lose over the point I will between more anything my friend Medeama. Next game will home aquacobo. Medeama to go home aquacobo. So I is a league, young as a competitiveness in this season. This time around as a competitiveness was true. Okay. Last season Sabri, between only 2 teams, if I set me right, between Nations FC and anything my friend Go Stars. And sorry, not out of Lions can. Yes, no, we are 3. But this is as a doors be bring until we from first about the 5th position. Points in be. I see this season to be a wonderful season. Competitiveness in Bass with the kind of results our teams in the mind. Who said this season, BP? We are up for a good season or league this season.
Up for a good season or league. Finally, my man from Kobechim. How United. Incredible away performance. Omo akwose Bechem United ewo Nana Fosuji Abo Park. Last game na FA yenko.
People United, they are doing something that's unthinkable against these big teams. So-called big teams this season. I said they find it difficult beating team my friend or United. We find it difficult playing against them. Until Rebecca against Accra, the very first game of the league. How United and Boy League in that. But against Accra folk, we said that day no. Like United, it was striker, and I said, I'll be converting those chances now. They would have beaten Accra folk. Against him, my friend Medeama that day, if not for inexperience, that day now conversion team, my friend Medeama. Because after say Omocheka against Medeama no, Omo captain Salam Esanya, Usman Esanya. 2 chances, 2 clear chances, and I got the ball to net him. But when Tim for Bonan to net him, and then against my friend Bechem United, Pepe who have a boat team, my friend Bechem United, will Bechem home. 1 year penalty, Bechem keeper civil penalty. Abanja friend Augustine Okra, about a taker. And Obetika now, quickly, team my friend Bechem United, Hall United, ever take, and Obetika almost a share, almost share, 71st minute, Abanja friend Augustine Okra, and your penalty, as you. Okay, still okay, no. That kind of say penalty say betua.
That's what it
okay, will be our betua, yeah. But the goalkeeper or them team my friend United ACV game no. My team my friend United.
So 2 penalties on Messi when they game no.
Goalkeeper in bono. And this goalkeeper against a cast of folk you win exploit. Against my friend Medeama you win exploit and then against Bechem United it's a win exploit. Me say coach my friend no Tijani Juma or ye wonders. Last season we PMO team my friend no Legon Cities. You say them who in Sano Juma be. But this season with Juma or with Hall United no. Or che ina say this Hall United omunye team mo san bako. They are coming to compete now mark a league. Next week they are playing against Asante Kotoko. Ina bi hu and I say be hwe so Besia play against Asante Kotoko. Asante Kotoko is a very difficult team to beat. How United Fiabo this season, what Kesifo be brave with ye. Karela Kwaje for what teams be brave against Asante Kotoko. How do you fare? Because if you are Asante Kotoko, they say the players be brave, prepare the kind of intensity that Asante Kotoko game. So betty, betting if you the abo Asante Kotoko. After that game, no, you be who say how United. Omo bass on the league man I say omo baako and Asante Kotoko against Asante Kotoko so mutimia good results at PP. I can boldly say Oko United this season omo call relegation this season.
And I say Kabiru na your friend and your brother Ben Australia. Ben say utia winning bonus at the Maloda Moa.
Oh mashallah.
Or say or Maloda Moa winning bonus.
Wow,
so Lord you have money with me 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
That's good. I hate you.
That's good.
Ben, thank you so much for the support and everything.
That's good.
Lord Amoa, we improve.
Yeah.
Lord Amoa.
And people are there about come. What I say, Lord Amoa, a bunch of friends, Patrick is do. and to a larger extent abranche friend who be Jew. I say omuna omobe kum Chelsea no. Na who this kind of game game no. But as umba Asante Kotoko no. Yeah, as a coach is no more unleash something as a mu game no. Omoba Asante Kotoko omuna man number 3 ube Jew last season. No bobo pa. But Asante Kotoko you different who be Jew. And it's something as young boss and to coaches now, but some year you more hard, you know, how to develop players, some year you more or Montwaso.
Right. Yadimo see na afi yadi diakano, ede atwaso.